So Orhan, we talk about some ideas and some tips about how to overcome these challenges. So we talk about planning, we talk about learning, and we talk about how, as you mentioned, how like when you have like a efficient body and you have like work on your meditation, it will actually help you doing that. So do you have anything to add here about like what are the other secret sauce you have to overcome these challenges?
Yeah, actually, you need to clear your head. That's really, really important. For me, the
Mm,
first thing is my family again for this one. But when I want to also take some time with my friends, let's say, time to time, I have couple friends, as you know, most of them I know that I am living in Turkey, Istanbul.
mm,
So I have some friends here. We go out, of course, time to time, very limited amount of time. If we, I would be honest. What else? So you guys also little bit know about that running, little bit, not much compared to Mohammed and Daniel, like 5%. But it helps, of course, keeping psychologically also relaxed. And another thing is, I am a Muslim, and similar to this yoga or meditation type of things, we are praying, and there are some, movements. It helps also for physical activities as well. So praying 5 times it is a must for us, and it's also helping, of course, for my psychology, by the way, not only physical activities, because usually I am limited with, to be honest, physical activities, running a little bit, and this praying. Other than that, almost all the time, other than maybe running with the kids behind them, we are sitting down, studying, teaching people, lots of this kind of activities, many of you already doing. So for me then, not maybe yoga, meditation, those kind of things, but socializing with my brain, these things.
Yeah, I agree. And
yeah, I agree. I was going to suggest something. Sorry, Daniel, to cut you. When we
no
were
worries.
preparing for this slide, I still remember you mentioned a motto, which actually I'm a big believer of it, which is like failing to plan is planning to fail. I'm a big believer of this one. So let's take it from here. So what else? What would be the next step after doing a solid plan?
Yeah, so I mean, like we talk about, you need a plan, and probably you need multiple plans, because you need something maybe more short term, and then you need to kind of consider where you want to be like 3 or 5 years from now. And so maybe you need to learn some things that you need to do right now to maybe apply for a job or something like that. But then you need to be thinking also where you want to go in the future. So you need to plan for that as well. And yeah, basically it's about managing your time and assigning different amounts of time to different areas, like Mohammed showed you before with this kind of schedule there, both for your learning and for your private time as well. And for me personally, I've found that I need to take some mental breaks. Before, I used to listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff all the time, or even audiobooks if I was like taking a walk or something like that. And I've stopped doing that, because for me, I, like Orhan mentioned, that you need to find something in life that lets you clear your head and give you those kind of mental breaks. For someone, it might be religion, it might be meditation, or just taking a walk and listening to nature. And so I would say to be, when you're studying, then be efficient, do your studies. But when you're not working, not studying, then make sure that you leave time for something else as well. And because you need to get those breaks, and especially, I'm sure you guys know as well, for us working in design and stuff, it's usually when you're like been sleeping or taking a walk or something that you like, oh, this is how I should solve this problem. Because
Mm.
when you're just thinking about the same thing all the time, then it's difficult to your brain kind of get stuck in a mode, and you're not as creative as you would be otherwise. So.
Yeah, agree. There's a long question here from our friend Ajo. I'll try to summarize it. He's working on a job mainly for F5, but I believe his job is not actually giving him more time to learn. It's mainly troubleshooting, and he actually was looking for a design and implementation to start gaining some knowledge. So, he's asking, shall he move to a new job or stay with this job where he actually reached saturation and he's not learning anymore?
Yeah, that's going to depend a bit. I mean, you can always, like we mentioned, for your long-term plan, to have those topics that would make you more attractive to a future employer. So, I mean, something like load balancing, yeah, that's always a good skill to have, I would say. I mean, it depends on how difficult it would be to find a new job, but I think it's always good to apply for different jobs, because then you will know what's out there, and you get practice with doing interviews and stuff like that. So I mean, it never hurts to try the market and see what's out there if you feel that you're not getting as much learning as you should be, I would say.
Exactly. Yeah, I would agree, especially if you're like maybe in your first years of career and you don't have a lot of responsibility like family and kids. So as I mentioned, this first 3 to 5 years are very critical to build the foundation. But nobody will actually recommend you to leave your job before try to search first in the market and find another job, or try within your company to find like a promotion or move to another team. Maybe you need to show them some experience and some maybe good project, or start learning some design or certificate, which will actually give them an idea to moving you up